Hey
baby
guys, Moses the
girl.
midwife here. Guys, in today's video, I'll be talking to you guys how you can increase your chances of conceiving a baby girl. But if you haven't watched the video on how to conceive a baby boy, please you can click on my profile and watch that video, because the tips on how to conceive a baby boy and the tips on how to conceive a baby girl are just like they are opposites. So if you haven't watched that video, I would suggest or advise you to watch it, because it's going to help you better understand this video on how to conceive a baby girl that I'm about to talk to you guys about. So that's two tips that I'll be sharing with you guys today that can increase your chances of conceiving a baby girl. And tip number one is understanding your menstrual cycle. Tip number two, sex positions. So for tip number one, the lady or your spouse or your husband needs to understand that your menstrual cycle is very important, because when you know your menstrual cycle, then you should know the day of your ovulation. For example, a 28-day cycle, ovulation is expected to take place on day 14. So this lady also needs to understand that those sperms carrying the X chromosomes are slower in nature, but they are resistant. That means they're able to resist harsh conditions like the acidic nature of the vagina. But the sperms carrying the Y chromosomes are faster in nature, but not resistant. And you should know that if on the day of fertilization, those sperms carrying the X chromosome go ahead and fertilize the egg, which has just the X chromosomes, then it's going to be a baby girl, which is XX. But if it's the sperms that carries the Y chromosomes, goes and fertilizes the X that have just the X chromosome, then it's going to be XY, which is a baby boy. So in today's video, we're trying to make sure that you conceive a baby girl, which is XX. So for a woman who has a 28-day cycle, your ovulation is expected to take place on day 14. So this is how you apply your menstrual cycle. This is how you are going to use your menstrual cycle in order to conceive a baby girl. What you're going to do is you're going to have sex with your partner in a position like missionary position. As you're going to have sex with your partner in a position like missionary position about 3 or 4 days to your ovulation day. That's if your ovulation day will take place on the 14th day, then you should probably have sex in a missionary position on the 10th day or maybe the 9th day, because the sperms can last for 5 days. But those sperms carrying the X chromosomes are going to be more resistant. They are going to resist the acidic nature of the vagina. So by the time the eggs are being released on day 14, those sperms carrying the X chromosomes will still be alive and ready to fertilize the egg, so you can conceive a baby girl. Thank you.